baby girl. So we're going to go back inside today because it is way too cold outside, and I want to give you an update on my amaryllis. So these are the waxed amaryllis that I ordered from Gardening with Creekside in Dallas, North Carolina. Now I gave one to my dad and I gave one to my neighbor, Miss Nancy. So I've got 3 left. But you can see they're doing very good. That one's got a bulb getting ready to come out. That one's got one right there, you might be able to see. Now I don't put these in crazy full sun. They are here by a window, so they do get some sun. I know some people say as soon as your amaryllis starts to put leaves and green up that you need to put it in a sunny spot. Sunny, yes, but you don't have to find the sunniest window in your house. Now these are the 3 amaryllis that we potted up together the other day. They're doing very good, and they love being in front of the fireplace. And then we've got this one. This is our last one. This one is actually blooming now. Looks so pretty. I love having amaryllis in the house during the winter because it's just too cold to go outside and garden, so it's nice to have some life inside the house. And I will show you this spring what I'm going to do with them to be able to remove the wax and plant them out in the yard so that I have blooms every summer. They do really good here, but I'll bring you along for that and show you when I do that. All right, Miss Willow, you want to say Merry Christmas? I know, you got a choo-choo. She's like, I got a choo-choo. She's like, you can come over here and love me. She's like, but don't you take my choo-choo. I'm not going to take your choo-choo, Willow. I know, you look a little crazy today. I know you're supposed to get spa day, but Miss Kelsey's not here yet. She'll be here soon, and you can have your spa day and you'll be all pretty. Yes, you're going to be all pretty here in a couple of hours. So let's talk about gift giving. Christmas is on the way, and I bought 5 waxed amaryllis from Creekside Nursery in Dallas, North Carolina. And why did I get 5 and there's only 2 left? Because these are perfect gifts. I gave one to my dad. I gave one to Miss Nancy next door. I gave one to Miss Kay yesterday. Miss Kay loves gardening, loves flowers indoors like I do. So I know she'll appreciate it. And let's show you why amaryllis. Look at that. It is absolutely beautiful. So this one I just got from a big box store. I think I got it from Lowe's. It's been a couple weeks. But on this one flower stalk, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 flower blooms. And there's going to be a second stalk. So I'm probably going to get 8 flowers from this one bulb. So if you have a gardener in your life, consider waxed amaryllis bulbs. Things that are great gift ideas for gardeners. You know, get them a nice straw garden hat, something that's got a nice brim on it to keep the sun off their face. Maybe a gardening apron. This apron is not sponsored. It's It's just what I use. Gardening shoes. So I can't show you gardening shoes because I actually had to throw my garden shoes away at the end of last season. I have ordered some more. I'll put a link to them on Amazon below. All right, Chrissy Ann, you want to go outside? Come on. Miss Willow, you want to go outside with Mama? Come on. So something you can get for gardeners this time of year are pansies and violas. This right here has pansies and heuchera in it. This is a chrysanthemum. This is just, I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. I think it was just a seed mix. And y'all, it has frozen several times, but look at this petunia. Man, it is still beautiful. It's not blooming, but it's still pretty. I'm going to leave it. So yeah, you know, you can go to our garden store and get a gardener something that can handle the frost, something that can handle the cold. You can get a gardener some pansies or something else that likes cold weather. So you can see this is a purple pansy. And those really, I probably need to do something with them. They're a little leggy. Probably need to up pot them or put them in the ground. Part of the landscape. I just hadn't done anything with them yet. And I finally did cut back the agapanthus flowers. Well, they weren't flowers anymore. They were just stalks. But they all browned and died back, so I did cut them and just tidied that up a little bit. Probably need to come and tidy up my hardy hibiscus. You can see the frost really did a number on it. So we got down to 27 the other night. And we've had several nights in the 20s. So you can see everything's just kind of gone dormant and gone to sleep. Chrissy, you want to go out? Willow? So you can see because of the cold weather, I mean, over there, that just looks horrible. I need to come out and probably trim that up, but I tend to leave things in the garden until late winter, early spring. The reason being is it's a little bit of protection for itself and for other plants around it. If you cut it back, then it doesn't have any insulation. But this trumpet vine right here, I'll cut it back to just right above the ground level. And you can see right here, so you can see where I cut it back last year. So this was last year's that I cut back, and then it grew all this in one season. Apologize, editor. I got totally distracted. This is supposed to be a gift giving idea video. So let's continue with the gift giving ideas. So this is a bag of bulbs that my husband gave me. So I don't know if you can see, it's got tulips, daffodils, iris muscari, and crocus. So it is a bag of bulbs that I can plant. He knows I love bulbs. He knows I love flowers. And even better, if you have any gardening inclination, do the activity with whoever you buy the gift for. So for example, I bought my dad a bunch of bulbs 2 years ago. But what I did is I went and spent the weekend with him and helped him plant them all. And I think the time spent together, he enjoyed more than the bulbs when they flowered in the spring. Consider spending time with the person you're gifting something. The time might be more valuable than the gift. My next gift idea is called a bird buddy. So I've talked about how important it is to have birds in your garden, especially if you're an organic style gardener like I am. It's really important to have birds help you with pest control. So this is a bird buddy that my husband got me. I absolutely love it. I put bird seed in it. It's got a camera. And then I can look at an app on my phone and it will tell me and show me video of the birds eating on that feeder. Very, very cool. Here's another great gift idea. Now this doesn't look like much, but there is a hydrangea that I propagated, and I don't know if you can see down at the base, it does have green on it. It's still alive. So I'm just going to leave that hydrangea in that pot. Next summer, I've got a neighbor, when her birthday comes, I'm going to gift her a hydrangea. So if you know how to propagate, start seeds, anything like that that someone would like, that's another great idea. Another good thing, if you want to gift somebody your time instead of something monetarily, I leave my garden beds kind of woolly during the winter. I like to clean mine up late winter, early spring. But, if I had somebody say, hey, for your Christmas gift this year, I want to come help weed your garden beds, I'm going to be like, absolutely. So that's something else to consider. You can gift your gardening time. Yeah, these beds are looking pretty bad. Something else you can gift, a lot of the seed catalogs are free. But Baker Creek, if you want one of their seed catalogs, their full one, you got to pay for it. They have a paid for full version and a partial version that's free. Go online and order a bunch of free seed catalogs. That's great for this time of year so that gardeners can start planting their garden and getting their seeds and deciding what they're wanting to grow. And that's free. So consider that. Another gift idea. So we're in the greenhouse and I wanted to show you this. A lot of times you'll see me just using a kneeling pad, but with age, we all can use a little bit of extra help. So this is great just to sit on, or, sorry for the noise, you turn it upside down like that and you can kneel on it. The great thing is these arms help you push up so you can get up easier. So that's another great gift idea to consider getting a gardener, especially a gardener that is getting older. Tools like this and ergonomic tools are great. A lot of the tools that we use are not ergonomically designed, like a lot of these. Now I like this one because it's a little bit bigger for a scoop. I know a lot of people use ice scoops. I like this one because it gives me a lot of dirt, but I have control over it. I will say, don't buy cheap tools because they will break on you. One of the worst things I think you can do is buy a set of tools. So for example, this was a gift I got several years ago. I've never actually used these. Why haven't I used them? They're thin metal. They're made in China. they're just not good quality. You can see this one's already rusting. Again, I've never used these, so I do not recommend tool kits as gifts. If you want to buy tools for a gardener, you know, buy one good set of something. So for example, last year I was gifted this and I absolutely love it. So this is a hori hori with a sleeve. I can put this on my belt. There we go. And you can see this has a serrated blade on one side and a cutting blade on the other. It also has a little notch so I can cut wire and stuff if I needed to. It's got a little, I don't know if you can see, it's a little concave, so you can use it for digging. There's so many tools and uses for this. It's even got marks on this side that show planting depth for bulbs. So yeah, a nice good quality tool like this, one of those will be much nicer and used a lot more than a cheap garden kit that just isn't high quality and is not going to last. And you know, that's another thing. What else would a gardener love? Organic fertilizer is always good. Some soil's good. You know, a lot of gardeners do have preferences about what they use, so ask them before you buy. The last gift idea, well, I'll give you two more. So one of them is coupons. You know, get a gift certificate, a gift card for a local nursery. That would be great. Another thing, so this is something that Thomas and I made. I broke the pot. I didn't break the pot, I cracked it. So we made a little bird station. So birds like to nest in teapots. And then I'm using the diffuser for seeds. I'll be honest, I haven't seen any birds on it, but the squirrels have loved it. And the squirrels have loved getting inside that pot and curling up. So that's something to think about. You know, go to your local thrift store, your Goodwill. Find some old teapots. Make some birdhouses and give that as a gift. Get creative. Gardeners love personal gifts, so it doesn't have to be a lot of money. Again, something great would just be your time. Say, hey, this spring, I'm going to give you one day of my labor to seed start, or whatever it is. But get creative, and happy holidays and happy gardening.